If you've watched the previous quarantine video, you'd know we got threatened and harassed out of Scotland. Wasn't exactly fun and added a lot of stress onto what was already a pretty bad time with all this pandemic going on. But as always, goodness shone through and so many people had offered to put us up for the rest of the lockdown. And that's how we ended up with Jez. He had a nice big plot of private land and welcomed us with open arms. We drove through the night to get here, so we're pretty exhausted. Shared a quick introduction and a whiskey in the early hours and then hit the sack. I don't think it took any of us long to conk out and put all this behind us. The next morning we were able to get a feel for our surroundings.
As soon as the sun started coming out there, it's pretty quiet now.
One thing I do love about being out in the wild, but also here on the private land, is I can be here doing some work, but Lance can just be outside doing what he wants. I mean, he's fast asleep at the moment, but most of the day he's been running all around this field, wearing himself out. So he doesn't have to stay in here and get all bored and kind of pent up. He can just go and do what he wants. I kept looking out at him and eventually I started feeling a bit bad, so we did venture out and go for a wander. Seeing as our own personal quarantine had to be reset from moving, for the next week we just kind of kept ourselves to ourselves. I cracked on with finishing the slap head and a few pressing jobs that were needed on the van. It also allowed time to settle down and start getting used to the slower pace that we're all going to have to be going through for the next few months. I need some butter off Marie, so got my glove on, some tin foil. I've got to hand that to Marie, who's also got gloves on. She's going to put some butter in the tin foil and then hand it back to me. I hate this. I can't wait for this to be over. Once we've got to our quarantine out of the way, we've all been here, we haven't gone anywhere, so we can start hanging around again knowing that we're all clear. But until then, precautions like this are needed. Being a trader, Jez had a few toys locked away in his shed. One of the days he had to have a move around, so we got treated to some pretty serious car porn. There was all sorts in here, military Land Rovers, classics like a frog-eyed Sprite, Triumph Stag, a load of minis which tweaked my interest, even this Corvette. But one car in the modern section stood out a little bit more than the rest. mesh around the windows, a couple of spikes. This thing will be apocalypse ready in no time. A couple of days later, we'd exhausted our wood supplies for the log burners. It was still freezing at night, so we went across the fields in the White Landy on a wood hunt. Once back at camp, we set about cutting it up in kindling piles and big logs.
Let's talk about alcohol. I fancy a beer now.
Dropping the cider.
That's your stash, man.
It's alright. Give me a beer in Scotland.
I mean, it's illegal to say no when you get offered alcohol.
Well, there you go. So in that case, take two. In that case.
Cut!
You got gloves on, ain't you? So you got gloves on. Because I ain't. You're naughty.
Farts today.
Oh my god! Lance. Oh, I know what I know. Oh. That out of the way. This will not do it.
Pretty easy to be fair. It's rotten in the middle.
Is it? Oh, wow. Wow. Don't even have to go for a full swing, do you? Oh, but nice that. Once it's had a little bit to dry.
Have to set one of these logs up and start trying to throw the axes at them.
Yeah. Oh, real moment happy. With our quarantine nearing an end, we decided to set up camp properly. We put my van across the field to make an L shape to create a space, but also to block the wind out. And very quickly, things started to get built and a homely touch is added. I mean, we're here for a while, so why not? Last of the real milk. After this, it's UHT, and then it's oat milk. Okay, make it worthwhile. We may be having visitors. Where's he gone? The police helicopter had been circling our camp for 10 minutes. At first we were a bit aloof and just assumed he was there for something else, but then it became apparent he wasn't, and then things really escalated.
There's an X5 at the gate.
Let them climb it and walk down. Hey, what? Armed response police had turned up and were mobilising across the field, flanking our camp.
Mate, they've got machine guns.
Huh?
They've got machine guns.
You can't aim on us, can they?
Obviously, pointing something to them.
Like what though?
Right, I've seen this on the telly. They'll be at the strategic points of the field.
They can see us eating our lunch, can't they?
Yeah, they're surrounding us, mate.
How do we attract all this bullshit? Oh my god. You just stay in there, buddy. There's a police dog about. Got surrounded. Oh my god.
Yeah, like when I came out as well. Oh mate, I put my hands up straight away because they went for the guns.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So somewhere in this field there's a guy hiding.
Yeah, that's slightly concerning.
Yeah.
Is he in this field?
We probably checking the ute. There's another door on the front.
They've been in there, I think. Two of them went like that. That was blatantly like, don't shit yourself, but yeah, stay away from this man.
Yeah.
If they're sending that after him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, I hope he's not got a knife. I'd be sick everywhere.
Oh, he's...
Well, that just happened. Police helicopter's still circling around now, and all of a sudden there must have been 6 armed response cars there, and they took ages to come down. Eventually come down, all suited and booted up, surrounded the vans, and we were like, we're 2 meters apart, god damn it. Turns out somebody's dumped a car off in the village and has made it across the fields, and they're after him. But yeah, when Ash went to go and have a look, it was they kind of shooted the guns at us, so yeah, a bit dodgy. There's one just turning around now. How do we attract all this bullshit? Well, with that over and us praying for no more pants-shitting experiences for a while, we settled back down and got back to what we were doing again. First the police, now the army. That's a Chinook, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh yeah. Shit's going down. How's the potato? Can't see bugger all.
Pretty good.
ISO 800, fantastic. No, there is 3 of them. One in the middle's not even lit up, look.
And, you know, we can just live happily ever after with potatoes. For God's sake.
Having been in our own personal quarantine for 10 days and cabin fever setting in, we decided to have a very careful baked potato cooking session, maintaining distance and not touching anything anyone else was touching.
Okay, I'll grab that
Nice.
now. Thank you all.
This is such a sick camp.
It's pretty damn good, isn't it?
It's probably the best one we've ever had. Well, it's the only one we've ever had.
Using a pile of old bricks and some overgrowth, Ash had been prototyping with something called a rocket stove, seen over there in the left-hand corner. It worked amazingly with just a little fire in the bottom. You were able to cook off it. So to preserve the gas in the van's LPG tanks, we decided to build version 2.0, a dual burner.
I'll tell you what, actually, let's leave that.
Use it as reference.
Yes.
Good idea.
The mesh.
Branch that. You sort of hover it
Oh yeah.
and build around it.
Yeah, I'll plough through the bricks.
Yeah. So like that. I'll tell you, if you stick that one on there, we'll go
There.
pull the other thing down.
Oh, we've got two arms here.
Are those two halves good?
They're pretty good.
Good. Let's have them at the front next. I just f***ed that one right.
If we turn, you know how you did it with the two bricks like that?
Probably do it, huh?
Yeah. Perfecto. Suppose we could even do that one. Yeah. And the heat escapes out of there then.
Ooh.
Mark II.
Yeah. What's Mark III going to be?
Cement and everything. I think we need to get the fires lit, don't we?
That looks pimp. Yeah, we have flames out the top.
It's all good. Breakfast.
There is that to contend with.
The burn marks.
Now it's on. You got enough
Hey.
gone down the top?
Yeah, I took the load down the top.
That will cut in just to make the perfect job.
Yeah, absolutely.
That looks good. Now for the end on Oh, bacon. Busy dogs.
the dual burner ran in and it's successful, we christened it Frankenstove. With the van covered in crap yet not moving anywhere for a while, I decided to give her a good clean up. Then that night, to officially celebrate the end of our quarantine, we all piled in and cooked a big paneer curry.
This is good. Oh, that smells amazing. Oh, yes.
They're gone done ballsed up. It's super dark in the van right now. I mean, it's dark anyway, these need upgrading to better ones, but... So, earlier on, I had to, I'll be totally honest with this, I had to fake a little bit of B-roll to go into the headliner video because I didn't record enough. So I took this light down and then pretended to put it back in. I know it's terrible, but in doing so I actually disconnected the wire that wires that light in. Yeah, I've learnt my lesson, jig them all up tomorrow, but for tonight it's going to be porn setting.
What's the point in having that light?
I don't know, I thought it, but just extra in it.
Enjoying Bolski's bed. The curry was gorgeous, mainly down to Marie's cooking skills. So we all sat down, ate, and breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that we didn't have the virus and we could now calm down a little bit. Just a little bit. Stay safe and well, everyone, and we'll see you next time.